And the reason why I think, Satan is like honed in on me specifically as a threat, even though I'm like just a wee little person, right, is because I am sort of endowed with the inclination to simply rely completely on, the unfolding of the universe. You can call it karma, you can call it natural law, I'm expounding on, the real concept of what I think is going on with, umbrella theories and higher-minded theories and siren calling and stuff, but, I think that's why I'm doing that, and because I'm already a witness, and that's kind of the thing about, when I popped up, as, maybe a little too smart, they were kind of already on this runaway train, and I sort of just kind of like, they found themselves on like, like a sticky trap kind of a thing, and it's not like I didn't put the bait there, but, it's like they got freaking busted, they got freaking busted in their corrupt, little, runaway trainedness. And, it's like by the time I sort of like huzza'd myself, at the courthouse, it was kind of like they were on their sticky trap, and there was like nothing that they could do about it. And I'm sure that, they're not too happy about it, but, I'm also just leaving it to God. But that's the problem, okay? Because I'm not forfeiting the defensive position. Because obviously the way that I discovered their corruption is like, obviously I know I can't go there and ask for remedy, right? Like, they're gonna cover their patootie, obviously, and then who can figure out how to go to the feds, or like who the feds even were? I mean, at that point, it's like, it felt like I was like sledgehammered, like the violence, and then so it kind of, I immediately was like, okay, like, I hear you, Yusuf, like, I'll stay out of the courts. They're clearly not for me, right? And it's not that I would count out a federal action, it's just kind of like, at that point, it's kind of like, I'm kind of feeling like God just kind of took the wheel. Next thing I know, I'm a witness again, and then I'm getting, contract makes the law, and then everything starts to make a lot more sense. And then, a couple years down the line, it's like, I'm getting, stupid arrests dismissed, like, naturally, like, and then they come back, and it's just, then they're poaching my property, and now it's like, I can see why, like, maybe I'm not making a whole lot of friends in the pirate level